I sound like a mosquito. Bye. Bye. Azerbaijan. I don't know why I said that. Does that country still exist? Yeah, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an insight, a run through, a very detailed whatever of my skincare routine that I've been doing for the colder months, especially, well, I guess it's not technically winter yet, but for winter for winter, it's probably what I'm gonna do for the foreseeable future until it starts getting a little bit warmer outside. So if you have oily skin and you're trying to either maintain what you have or you're trying to reduce your dark spots, because I have a bit of dark spots that I'm trying to get rid of, this is the routine that's been working for me. If you're interested, please keep on watching. Okay, so first of all, ignore my bonnet. I didn't just wake up, but I've been awake for a while, and usually I would not be wearing my bonnet to do my skincare because it's gonna get wet, but also you don't want to see what's under there because it's wig season. I don't 100% know how to cornrow, whatever, braid to my scalp yet, and so they look a little janky, to say the least. So we're gonna keep the bonnet on. She's from Amazon. I like the color. It's like my favorite color recently, but even though I got it like last year. So yeah, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna roll up our sleeves. Ding. And first thing is to wash our hands. Normally I do my skincare right after I shower, so my hands are usually pretty clean, but today I am at home. I'm not going to work and I'm not really leaving the house. Maybe I'll go grocery shopping or something, but other than that, I'm not really leaving the house. So I gotta wash my hands. Alright, so hands are washed. I'm going to splash my face, wet up my face with a little bit of water. Okay, just with my wet hands, and I do that. And then my soap that I've been using on my skin for literally like years now, I just use like black soap from the beauty supply store. If I can figure out the name, like the brand of it or whatever, I will go ahead and list the full name, and all of the products will be listed below anyways. And if there's a link, there's a possibility to put a link, I will also list it below. I forgot to put on my wrist things. Oh, I forgot to put on my wrist things. I'm upset because the feeling of the water going down my hands is it does something. Okay, but anyways, we rub the soap in for like 30 seconds. I know there's like a thing where you're supposed to do it for like a minute or whatever, but I don't have the mental capacity to do that, especially in the mornings. So I just rub it in for like 30 seconds. I don't know how long it's been, so let's just do 10 more seconds. That's 20. Okay, and then we wash it off. So I like to hear that squeaking sound. I don't even know if I'm like, I can't see. Oh my God. I don't even know if I'm like in the frame or whatever, but I like to hear that squeaking sound, and then I just pat dry. Okay, I pat it dry so that it's not completely dry, but it's still a little wet. I don't know if you can tell, but my face is still a little bit wet. And so that I can use this hyaluronic acid serum from the Inky List. This is supposed to help with like moisturizing and hydrating the skin. And because it is the winter time, I don't like on a regular, because I never used to have like a proper skincare routine dedicated to like moisturizing and stuff like that in the winter time, around my mouth area and around my nose, I used to get a lot of dryness. And all I used to do was keep putting on more moisturizer, and I used to be like, why is it not staying moisturized? I'm talking like in the morning before I even leave the house, it used to start getting flaky again. So I started using hyaluronic acid maybe like 2 years ago, I think. A lot of things in my life happened like, ugh, that's an eyelash. A lot of things in my life happened like 2 years ago. I don't know what's going on, but it did. So yeah, I do the hyaluronic acid by the Inkey List, and then I kind of like to let it dry down a little bit, maybe like 10-15 seconds. I also have this this little tiny fan that I got from Dollar Tree, I think, or the dollar store, one of those. And then I just let it go in there, and then it gets a little bit tacky but not too much. And then the next step is vitamin C. This product I usually switch out, but this is the first one that I ever used, and I just happened to find it again in Marshall's. If you can find this one, it's really good for the winter time because it's super oily. Wow, how many times can you do that? Super really. I don't 100% know if this is like a good version of vitamin C. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I heard that vitamin C is supposed to be, yes, in a glass bottle, but it's supposed to be like in a dark bottle so that, you know, the light and stuff doesn't affect the efficacy of it. And I also listened to this podcast that says that the molecules or the atoms in vitamin C are way too big to penetrate your skin anyway, so it doesn't actually help you. But I'm gonna use it anyways. I'm gonna pretend like I never heard that. But this one I like. I have a few. I also use the one from the Inkey List, and I also use, or I've also used the Sephora one, which I think in my last video that's the one I was using. But this, I just like, my skin is feeling kind of dry right now, and this is very oily to me, so I'll just put it all over my face. And my skincare, like my goal with my skincare is to ensure that my dark marks don't get darker. So I do a lot of like protecting and like treating whatever's already there. And my goal is also to be glazed donut-esque by the end of it. Not super glazed donut, but like, you know, a little bit. So that's with my vitamin C. You didn't see my hairline. Next, while that's sinking into my skin and doing its thing, this is the Inkey List Caffeine Eye Cream. I don't know which way is up. This way is up. The Inkey List Caffeine Eye Cream. This one's almost done. That's why I'm shaking it up. Not because you're supposed to shake it, but because I needed to make its way to the top. It says to helps reduce the appearance of tired eyes. And usually when I wake up in the morning, I look exhausted. Oh my gosh, you can tell. There you go. Usually when I wake up in the morning, I look exhausted. My eyes are a little bit puffy underneath, so I just take that much, not a lot, and I just pat it underneath my eyes. And my whole skincare routine doesn't really take very long in the morning. I pat it underneath, and I pat it like right underneath my brows and like all the way around. You know? That's what I do. Kind of like on the spots where I would put my highlighting concealer, and I just let it rock and do its thing. And by the time this is done, it's usually time for me to put on my moisturizer. And truthfully, that's the end of my skincare. Next is moisturizer. I use this one from Walmart. It's Hawaiian Tropic Silk Hydration Face SPF 30. It says 12-hour moisturization and won't clog pores. A bunch of other stuff. I don't know. I don't care. But this is the one I use because unfortunately, the SPF that I was using beforehand, it doesn't mix well with my makeup products. I think I said that in a video, but I don't think that video is up yet. But the SPF I was using was the Supergoop one. It just doesn't mix well with my stuff, and it's also not, Like, it leaves my face looking super matte, which is cool in the wintertime, but right now I'm looking for like more moisturization, more glowing skin. So this is the one I'm using. I guess it's, I don't know if it's chemical or physical or whatever kind of sunscreen, but I just put a line there, a line there, a line there, a little bit there. And then, as you can see, I'm almost done with it. I already have a backup. This is my second one I've used this year. And it smells pretty good too. So I'll just do that. Okay, I'll push it back again. I'll push it back again. Don't pay attention to my hairline. Okay, I promise you my hair is healthy. I just am trying to protect her from these harsh Canadian winters. And because she's not gonna be seen underneath my wig, I just said, let me just do an ugly version. Actually, to be honest, I don't know how to cane roll. That was never a skill I practiced when I was a kid. So this season, this wig season, is when I'm really trying to practice my cane rolling skills. And you can tell I'm still practicing. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm rambling right now. But anyways, truthfully, this is the end of my skincare routine. This moisturizer reminds me of vacation. It smells like every time I used to go on a vacation, which hopefully I'm able to go on a vacation next year. Every time I go on vacation, I always use the Hawaiian Tropic brand of like body sunscreen, after sun care, and face sunscreen. And so every time I put it on, I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm on an island. So yeah, that's it. And then I also just put on, this is like a sample of the Fresh Sugar Hydrating Lip Balm in Caramel. I love this. It's a free one I got from Sephora a long time ago, but I just started using it and it is so good. I put it on and I go through my entire rest of my morning. So I moisturize my body, I do my makeup, I put on my hair, I make my way to work, and while I'm on my way to work, I'm drinking tea. And even when I get to work, my lips are still moisturized. So I love it. It's perfect. And that is the end of my skincare routine. So as you can see, it's a little bit, I wouldn't say greasy, it's just moisturized looking. And it works for me. You know, if I wanted to leave my house without wearing makeup, I would just brush up my brows, maybe do like fill my eyebrows and then move on with my life. Like, I really enjoy the way my skin looks, but I don't know if you can tell, there's a couple of dark spots that still need to be like remedied, but that happens in my nighttime skincare routine, which if you're interested, I'll go ahead and do that one next. Well, to be fair, I'm probably gonna do it anyways. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you maybe learned something from it. Maybe found something to incorporate in your own routine, or just anything, really. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.